So every week I attempt to do this every week. I put a video out to my community, our community here, uh, every week, most weeks, and in the hopes that something that I say or the guides are saying through me supports you, lands for you, moves you forward in your life, wakes up anything that might be asleep within you. That is what I hope every week. And that, in some weeks it comes to me very quickly what I'm going to say or what's going to come through. And then some weeks it's like, okay, what's tuning into what people need to hear or get to hear, or the community gets to hear. And every week it's like I put it out there and I'm thinking, okay, I just hope this lands and supports someone if I and showing up generously in my heart. And then I'm a human being. So I have my own like self-doubts and my own insecurities that I get to be mindful of and watch that come up when I do these things. And here's the thing. I get to get past whatever it is that I'm like feeling really weird about or insecure about and show up and do them anyway, hoping that whatever I say will land with you, and hoping that maybe someone will, it's always so generous. I love getting responses or a comment in the video because it shows me that actually like, hey, what my guides and I are communicating is actually landing with you. But then I also have to let go of not getting responses. Okay, that didn't land, or not getting any feedback, and being okay with that and keep going anyway. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I see a lot of people holding back out of fear. And I have my fear too. Like I have my fear of doing these videos sometimes and like, are they going to land with you? Are you going to resonate with them? Are you going to get turned off and unsubscribe? And if you do, okay. Or, I have programs that I'm inviting people into. Oh, if I mention that, will they think I'm selling to them? Or do they think this? Or they think, I mean, like the mind chatter is crazy. But here's the thing. I do it anyway. I still show up. I'm like, okay, I'm just in a story or I'm in some sort of fear, and I'm still going to show up and share the message, whatever the message is that's coming from the guides. And today I was feeling way more insecure than I normally do. And so I was like, I don't know what I'm going to share. I'm in this enrollment cycle where I'm inviting powerful, beautiful women into my programs, and it's stretchy and fun. And I get to talk to a lot of people. And then, of course, my stories come in too. So I'm like, what am I going to share? I'm going to share this. I'm going to share where I am, that I some days feel insecure. Some days feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not good enough, or like all of that stuff comes up for me too. But here's the thing. I show up anyway. I show up anyway. And I show up in my heart. I show up, I was like, am I in my heart right now? I'm like, yeah, I'm in my heart. I show up in my heart. I show up with my guides. I show up with my aura up, and I show up in the best self and the best way that I know how in the current moment. So the message I would love to share with you today is like, go for it anyway. If you're making up a story about someone, or especially making up a story about yourself, and it holds you back from doing what you love, from being a yes to things, you don't want to go to be on your deathbed going, God, I wish I would have said yes to more things, or I held back, or I made up a story about this and I didn't say yes, but I really wanted to, and I didn't share my message with the world, whatever it is, in whatever capacity. I walked around feeling grumpy and stuck and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to live like that. You want to live in going forward anyway, even when you don't feel good. That is the path of the spiritual warrior. That is the path of the light warrior. The light warrior feels fear, feels insecurity, feels all these things, but we show up anyway. So that's my message today. Show up anyway. And I just got this download of someone going, but you don't understand my depression. You don't understand my anxiety. If you don't think I understand your depression and anxiety, then you haven't been following me long enough, because I understand it. And it's also a story, and it holds you back, because I lived in depression. I lived in anxiety. I lived in addiction. I lived in low self-worth. But what I learned is I get to push all of that stuff aside and show up anyway, because generosity and showing up and being real with people is truly your medicine, truly your medicine. So if this resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you about showing up. Let's just show up. Be a yes. Be a yes in your life. And I guarantee you, you will start to see things turn around. So my name is Beth Osmer, feeling a little insecure today, feeling a little like a wobbly, but I'm here anyway. And I love you, and I see you, and I'm here for you. All right. Have a good week.